Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Max Mosley's Flying Circus here on the Sesh. I'm your host, Raveheart, here as always, my best friend, my co-host, my partner in crime, Taylor Surreal, and we're here to talk to you about the madness that was the Miami Grand Prix. We don't have any Predictors Championship update this week. We'll handle that a little later, but because there's just too much to fucking get to. So what'd you think of the race?
I like the race because Max won.
Okay, yeah.
But as a whole, what was that? What were we doing? We're in Miami. We're doing the race. The whole thing is showcasing Miami, palm trees, the ocean, South Beach, and we're in a parking lot somewhere where you can't even see water.
And not even that, but like we're also like 80% of what felt like was on TV was crowd shots. Like the TV direction at Miami was about as bad as it was at Monaco last year.
Yes, I was thinking about that.
When
you said it.
It's on that same level.
Just what did they have to show? The shot. I mean,
like there were a couple battles later on, kind of later on in the race, that would have been worth showing, but it's just the dude bros in the stands were like, yeah, like, which we have to talk about that, because not only did it seem like the dude bros were the primary, like, attendees, but they were also clearly the people who were fucking planning the event.
Oh, 100%. It was planned by them, for them, by them.
Yeah.
This whole thing was a gimmick, dude. The whole thing was a gimmick. That didn't even feel like a real race. Between the fake pit stop crap, it felt like a baseball game where they just have to do shit to keep people entertained while it was going on. I'm at a loss for words nearly, because this was ridiculous.
Yeah, it just, and with like all the promo.
I haven't even gotten to that yet.
It's
oh my god.
When they're hanging out with the Dolphins, the Marlins, the Inter Miami CF, like there was not another sports property in South Florida that didn't get some kind of F1 integration or coverage or something like that. It was like, okay, what leagues, what entities, what companies does Liberty Media have some kind of stake in? We're all promoting. We're promoting that now.
They even involved the Swamp Tractor Racing organization.
Yeah,
the Swamp Drag Racing rocket ship thing.
That was cool.
Very cool.
But at any other race, that would probably have been like the highlight of the promo, but that just got swept under the rug. Like that was like one Instagram post from Red Bull.
Like one post.
And like a YouTube video that got like no views.
Hold on, these things were branded. Those cars were branded.
Yeah,
Red
had
Bull,
the liveries on them.
Yeah, and the Alpha Tower liveries. I was like, wait a second, they didn't just show up and like have this day plan where they're like, oh, let's let Max and Yuki or whatever drive these crazy No, that was planned far in advance.
I find it really funny that like when Red Bull does that kind of like promo shit, that they never seem to include Checo. Checo always gets like moved to the side. Like Checo is that dude who will go.
I'm good.
Like he's like a reliable sort of like utility infielder in baseball. He's not going to be flashy at any one thing. He's just going to get the job done. But
why do I feel like him and Checo and Valtteri are very similar? Like
that's
they seem like
fair. I mean,
quiet guys.
But also to be fair, coming out after the Grand Prix, like I can't see Checo in a river in Colorado going full cakes out with his boys.
I would die laughing if I did see that because that would be so unexpected.
Because everybody, it was the Checo, it was the meme from last year with like the intro, and it was like Checo, and he had like those jeans on. It was like the everybody like accentuated Checo's butt and all the memes. Just that, but in the river, like with.
Unreal,
I guess I have some photoshopping to do, but like I can't that whole thing from Valtteri. I'm just like, where the fuck did that come from?
Right? Is he trying? It was on par with this whole weekend though, because that's literally what we asked ourselves about everything. Where the fuck did this come from? What is going? But I wonder, was he trying to be funny with that post, or was that like just him, whatever he was doing that day, and that's like some Finnish tradition or cultural thing that we think is funny, but like they do all the time.
I had no idea, but like Valtteri is clearly the kind of guy who very much likes to get naked on camera.
Yeah, he is a funny guy. He's like an undercover funny man.
Or he's just like that. He's got like that deadpan delivery because, the Finns, 100%. Like Kimi will like. That was the best part about like watching his interviews. They ask these huge, long, in-depth questions, and you give him like a one-word answer.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's not as intense as Kimi, but
Valtteri will give you a little more.
Yes,
but at the same time, will not give you as much. It's the Finns are very odd, but also at the same time fucking hilarious.
Yes, funny people.
We also have to talk about the celebrities.
Oh my goodness.
Or lack thereof on a certain level. Because it was like, oh, Paris Hilton's here. I'm like, when the fuck was the last time Paris Hilton was relevant?
And then they're like, oh, George Lucas is here too. And you're like, what?
Yeah, like I get it. I remember like George wanted to be a race car driver prior to making movies. But he got in a car accident right outside of his house when he was like his senior year of high school, and spent 8 months recovering to the point where he couldn't be a race car driver after that. So he decided to go to film school.
Could you imagine that?
Imagine the world had George Lucas become a race car driver instead of the creator of Star Wars.
We don't have Star Wars, but god damn it, we got this guy that just won 16 world championships in a row.
Oh my god! Imagine in that alternate universe, George Lucas becomes multiple time world champion. He's up there with fucking Senna, like
the most winningest driver of all time. You're like, what in the fuck?
That might be like a what if episode that we do at some point, but.
So George Lucas, then of course we have Serena Williams and Venus Williams because they like F1. They've been to a lot of the races.
Serena was at Monaco last year. She was also at COTA, and now she's at Miami. Like she's been to like 3 races in the last calendar year. That's pretty impressive.
I would call her a real fan. I don't know, but just by that stat alone, damn. Then of course you had Michael Jordan because he lives down there, so we nothing else to do.
The other Michael Bay, which I just want to be like, or and then like to go on the actors, like Martin Douglas was there, and like I just remember seeing him on like when they're doing the fucking walk up the grid before the race, and he's just sitting there chatting to Max Verstappen like they're old pals. I'll be like, Max. Like, he's older than your grandpa. You have nothing in common with this man, but you look like your old friends. This is weird.
Wait, who are you? Who is this? This is...
Michael Douglas.
Oh, the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was just chilling talking to Max. Like, it was no big thing. I
didn't even see that.
Yeah. It's like, there was so much that, like, you just could miss it. Like, Ryan Reynolds was fucking there. But, like... He never made it on camera.
Not important enough. Meanwhile, of course, DJ Khaled makes it on camera in the pits. What was that? Get that man out of there.
Or did you see his like motivational speech to McLaren? Like,
no,
I want to be like,
he did a motivational speech to McLaren.
I think so. It was either him or James Corden did a motivational speech for McLaren. I feel like McLaren probably would have done better if it was DJ Khaled, but it might have been James Corden. I'm not 100% sure. Yo, Danny Rick, you got a win last year. I want another one. Another one.
Ricardo, I want another one.
Dude, like, I'm legitimately surprised Pitbull didn't show up.
Oh my God, he's probably
Mr. Worldwide. Like,
yeah,
fucking Will.i.am was there. Like, I'm not gonna go into it because we don't have that much longer before we need to move on to other stuff. But like, I fucking hate Will.i.am. Like,
he's been to a few races too. Because I feel like we've had this conversation several times.
Yeah, he was kicking it with Jordan. He was kicking it with Gordon Ramsay in fucking Saudi Arabia, which.
Oh, that's right. I was like, and why are they at the Saudi Arabia race? What is happening?
I would have loved to have seen Gordon Ramsay at this one. We had no celebrity chef influence at this race, which is
which I feel like something was missing.
Yeah, we needed.
That's what it was.
Well, we couldn't get Bourdain.
R.I.P.
But it would have been cool to have Gordon there.
Absolutely, or at least Guy Fieri.
Bro, that might have been better. The mayor of Flavortown, USA would have been.
He's just down there in the pits, like, yeah.
Those like ridiculous flame shirts and like terrible sunglasses.
Like 8 bracelets on.
Yeah, he would have been right up there with fucking DJ Grandpa or whoever the fuck that guy was.
What?
Remember that old DJ guy?
Grandpa.
Like, yeah, like he looks
John
like the
Luca
guy
or whatever.
Yeah, the guy who looks like Pauly D's grandpa.
Yeah.
It's like I was a DJ for 7 years. Had no fucking clue who that guy was.
And then here I am, just like, oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah. It's like that just blew my mind that there was just like this ancient dude with 20-something million Instagram followers making fucking terrible music.
Yeah, I don't know how he's famous because I've seen his sets at clubs like Swan and stuff down there in Miami or like stuff in Ibiza or whatever, and it seems like he's just like playing a playlist off an iPod or something.
Realistically, he's plugging in a USB that's got a set pre-recorded. But we also have to talk about fucking Post Malone doing a shoey.
Oh, like, yeah, saw that.
That was top tier. That was good. That was real good.
Somebody else's shoe. I'm pretty sure that was not his shoe because I think I saw him hand the shoe back to somebody else. And I was like, oh,
was that like somebody up front like pours a beer into a shoe and like hands it to him? Like
that's what I think happened, and it just I don't know what takes the cake as the most absurd thing. Was it the crop top pre-game shirts by McLaren that had like
or the football helmets
all over them,
or the football helmets on the podium?
Oh my God, NFL helmets
on the podium. Again, there's so many things that we're not even going to get to. Like,
or how about the basketball actual driver's helmet that Lando Norris decided?
That was trash. That was trash. That is the worst one-off helmet we have seen since we started covering F1, like by a long shot. And then the police escort to the podium.
Yeah, what was that about?
I love how like when the sirens come on and like you look at all the drivers all look immediately towards the lights like, what the fuck did we do? It's like, you're on a racetrack, you're not going to get a speeding ticket, don't worry about it.
You guys are fine. Now, there's one thing I've been waiting to discuss. The fake water.
Oh God.
Why we are in Miami at the beach for the Miami Grand Prix, and you import boats into the parking lot to make it look like a marina, and then you put fake water on the ground. The reporter that was laying in the water doing like snow angels.
Yeah, from Sky. That was great. That was fucking great. I think it probably had more to do with the fact that like they had to secure the boats to something. Also,
it was
like,
just
if they
a
have one
gimmick.
of those, like, which we didn't get during the race, like one of those, like, freak 3 in the afternoon Miami, like, 15-minute downpours.
You
We
know
got the
why?
we got one right before the race.
Yes, it happened right before the race, and notice how the track was completely dry.
Yeah, that's Miami. It's like
Yeah,
it,
that's
it,
what
it will
happened.
it will downpour for 10 minutes and then be completely dry 15 minutes after that.
Yeah, and
But
you're like, what the fuck is going on?
it was also like there was oh god, there was something I saw like after the race, and like the yachts were used as a fucking like party thing for the drivers.
The ones inside the fake water.
Yeah. So like it was Pierre Gasly and Kygo and fucking Lando Norris on the back of one of those yachts, and you can oversee one of the corners. And like Fernando Alonso got some like gift from one of the companies because they actually sponsor him, and it was like some um art thing, but he also got like an NFT, which we didn't even cover that. The fact that Mercedes was giving away, or not giving away, you had to bid on NFTs, which the fucking utility of them was that you actually got a chunk of the M plate of the car for that weekend. Here's my question though. If you buy the NFT from somebody else later on, do they have to send you the chunk of the car? Or do
I
you
don't
just
know.
get the NFT?
Got to read the fine print, I guess.
That's one of those. We don't have time to go into it, but that's one of those like NFT things that just. But I know there's probably something we're forgetting, but we have another episode to record here in a second. So, got anything else you want to bring up?
Let's see. We covered the crop tops, the butterflies, the basketball head, the fake water, the fact that the track is not in the city of Miami or on the beach. I thought we'd be racing down the straight of Ocean Avenue and then hooking right or left or something on the. No.
Nope.
All the celebrities, George Lucas, DJ Khaled. We hit almost everything that I can think of.
Well, guys. Oh,
The fake pit stop with the safety car, though. I don't know if that's an F1 thing that they do anywhere else, but what was that? Why?
strategery.
This whole thing felt like a gimmick.
Oh,
I don't
it
understand it.
absolutely did. And like the ticket
don't
price
know.
was clearly just to offset the amount of coke they did in the brainstorming and planning process. But
I thought this one was gonna be like a Monaco race where there are like yachts somewhere or on the water or something, and you see the supermodels in the bikinis on the treadmills or something. No, this wasn't even like a Miami race. This was like, what did you call it? Ultra linked with Miami.
oh no, that's what I think. That's where I think this is going. I think next year what you're going to see is you're going to see Miami start like pushing to be that first race of the year, and then they're just going to tie it all in with Ultra, and have Ultra instead of it having it being at like it used to be in Bicentennial Park. Then they moved it across the river to some other venue. I think they're going to move it to Hard Rock Stadium and tie it in with the F1 race.
Because I mean, why not?
At that point, it's just kind of like, well, fuck it. Like, I don't know. Miami to me is like a city. Feels like it's stuck in like 2004.
Kind of, yeah.
And Ultra was like the ultimate festival in 2004. So it all fits. But
We thought Las Vegas was going to be the ultimate gimmick race.
you know what would be fucking hilarious is if there's an infield marina in Vegas that has actual water.
Oh my god, I will die laughing.
I was talking to one of the people that like we're planning a collab with, And that was their idea. Was like if they have a marina with actual water in Vegas, it's like we'll talk about that
In
a
the
little bit later
desert.
on. But that
The
would be great.
desert has all the water.
That would be amazing.
I don't think Las Vegas can top Miami in the gimmick department. I don't think it can be done. I don't think we'll ever see another race top.
Here's the whole thing. What I legitimately believe is that there is going to be this like almost like war of escalation when it comes to
Oh no.
bullshit. And like you're gonna see Max Verstappen in hockey pads with the LA or with the Vegas Knights
Oh my god.
before the Vegas Grand Prix. Like Vegas is getting an MLS team. There's gonna be some tie in there. I guarantee there's gonna be some like or like you're just
The
gonna see
Raiders.
Pierre Gasly drunk as shit at the tables at Caesars and you know
Reenacting hangover scenes.
yeah.
Some Danny Rick's gonna be dressed as with the baby Carlos on him
Oh
or
yeah.
something like.
He's gonna find someone in Vegas who will let him borrow their baby to take it to the track. I can absolutely see that happening.
Somebody will have a Mike Tyson henna tattoo on their face. It's gonna.
I doubt that. I doubt that because he's been very protective of the intellectual property that is that.
He'll probably be there at the race and draw it on somebody's face.
That would be amazing.
No,
That would be amazing if someone did that, or if someone had
then,
or if someone had it on their helmet.
yes. Oh my god, I would die. Because that's one thing we forgot. Danny Rick's Ace Ventura.
Oh, yes, amazing.
Unbelievable.
Bravo. That's one of the better ones. He had the Dale Earnhardt one at Coda last year and Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Danny Rick is a we need to just give that man a US passport.
And like a lifetime bro card because he is a bro.
Absolutely. But I think honestly, yeah, that's a good spot to end on. Thanks for session with us, everybody. I've been Raveheart. He has been Taylor Surreal. We'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.